Developing tonight in the nation's capital, Colorado Congressman Ken Buck is one of the Republicans still holding out on voting for Ohio Representative Jim Jordan to be the new House Speaker. For the second day in a row, Jordan failed to secure enough votes during a full vote on the House floor. This time, 22 GOP members voted for someone else other than Jordan, along with all Democrats. Political specialist Sean Boyd joins us now with more.
Yeah, Sean, Representative Buck made it pretty clear that he will not vote a yes for Jordan.
He does not want an election denier as leader of the Republican Party. Congressman Jim Jordan is among the Republicans who voted to overturn the 2020 election results and refuses to acknowledge President Biden won and Donald Trump lost the election fairly. If Jordan is Speaker, Buck notes every Republican who runs in 2024 will have to answer for his actions. But the odds of that happening grew slimmer today.
Congress remains without a speaker after Ohio Republican Jim Jordan failed for the second time to secure the votes needed to take the gavel, his detractors growing by 2. Colorado Republicans were split, with Lauren Boebert and Doug Lamborn supporting Jordan and Ken Buck again opposing him.
If he's going to lead this conference during a presidential election cycle, and particularly a presidential election year with primaries and caucuses around the country, is going to have to be strong and say Donald Trump didn't win the election and we need to move forward.
I've been very clear about that. There were states who unconstitutionally changed their election law, and that's what I objected to.
Jordan is also the face of the Biden impeachment inquiry that Buck has blasted, saying it's based on imaginary history, while Boebert posted on social media that there is far more that unites the Republican Party than divides it. Buck and others insist additional rounds of failed voting only highlight the deep rifts within the Republican conference.
I think we're a mess.
Buck among a growing chorus of people, including former Republican House Speakers Newt Gingrich and John Boehner, calling for the House to elect Speaker pro tem Patrick McHenry as a 30-day speaker and push the contentious election to a later date. Ohio Congressman David Joyce plans to file a motion to do that, saying, by empowering Patrick McHenry as Speaker pro tem, we can take care of our ally Israel until a new speaker is elected. But it will require making a deal with Democrats, which is a no-go for Jordan.
Jordan has not said how many rounds he's willing to go. Buck, a member of the hard-right House Freedom Caucus, among 8 Republicans who voted to oust Kevin McCarthy as Speaker 2 weeks ago. As Congress sits idle, not only are wars raging in Israel and Ukraine, but the federal government is just weeks away from shutting down if Congress fails to reach a spending agreement, which is why there is talk among both parties of putting a temporary speaker in place. But this is something that has never happened before, so it's unclear how it would even work.
Just keep walking into uncharted territory.
So much dysfunction.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. All right, Sean, thank you.
Well, tonight, the plight of migrants